Yeah, so super excited about today's win. First time for them beating Siena, and this is something where Siena is a team that always battles it out. They usually do really well in the MAC, and I think today for us, our offense showed up and came ready to play. Defensively, we knew our game plan, and Siena fought back in the end, but I think we were able to hold them. We did a really good job of just being calm and disciplined throughout the game.
I know you weren't here, Coach. I know a lot of the players weren't here, but it's been 4 years since you guys have beaten Siena. Was that something you guys had talked about prior in the week leading up? Is like how big this is and kind of getting off that streak of losing that?
Yeah, each game is important, and with Siena, having a history that we have had with them and not being able to beat them, this was something very big. But we also try to not make the moment too big, where this game isn't any different from any other game. We want to come out, and we want to win, so that's why we treated this game just like any others.
And then for both of you, kind of what do you think is the biggest takeaway from this game?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of little things that need to be touched up upon just moving forward, but I think overall our team showed fight and grit till the end, so I think that's something positive to take away. And just playing for each other and overall teamwork. I think we're setting each other up well, working with each other, defensively communicating as well, but I think there are definitely some takeaways that we can move forward with.
And 6 points today, you matched your point total from last season, 9 games into this season. What has been different this year that has led you to that success?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just overall the team is playing for each other. I think our sets are very fluid. Everybody knows what to do in specific spots and their roles, and I think that's something that's enabled a lot of people to be successful this season and really play for each other. So I think just teamwork and running our sets the way that they're supposed to be run, I think that's something that has just allowed people to play creatively out of them and just play free and overall have fun. It's a lot better to produce when you're having fun, so I think that's something that's huge.
And Coach, today was the Morgan's Message game. Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, Morgan's message was created, and one of the big statements around it is, we're more than just athletes, they're human beings as well, and really stressing the mental health around it and how important that is, and especially, again, for athletes, everybody comes to school and everybody struggles in different ways, but people just think athletes are tough, and it's not something that is constantly talked about, and we're trying to make that statement and saying, like, hey, this is something extremely important, and, the meaning behind Morgan's message is to stay focused on the mental health, and that goes for all of our players.
How do you got to focus on that throughout the year? Not just, I know this one game is kind of focusing on that, but how do you kind of maintain that throughout the season?
Trying to remember that we can take breaks. It's not always easy to do during season, but I think for ourselves, for our players, where we can find those little breaks in the season to say, hey, like, today's okay to take a step away and, like, let's not think about lacrosse, or hey, let's do something to take care of your body, right? Because taking care of your body also take care of your mind. So, like, I think for them it's really important to make sure that as things go and as the season gets heavy, right, we're halfway through, and a lot of the times this time of year can hit really hard, and especially when you're looking at midterms and you're looking at social life and all these different buckets that all these players have, making sure that they can spend time in those other areas as well.
Aubrey McMahon, first year, she's come right in, seems to fit really well in the offense. Caroline, what's it been like playing with her the first half of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's a lot of young talent. She's got a lot in her toolbox, and I think we're able to utilize that and capitalize off of that a lot. I think she's willing to learn, and it's been awesome to, kind of mentor her through that transition process, because it is a different game coming from high school. But she's stepped up big, and I think she's really starting to get the hang of it well.
Finished up non-conference play today, right back into it on Saturday with Loyola. Tough matchup. What can we look forward to?
Yeah, Loyola is top of the Patriot League. They're a well-respected team with a consistent staff, and they're always bringing in good players. We know what we're going to see, and we're going to spend time looking at us as per usual. I think a big focus for us this season is constantly us, and what we can do better within our sets and both sides of the ball, offense, defense, draws, goalies, right? The constant focus is always on us, and we can make little adjustments for teams, and they're a team that we have to respect and we have to be ready for. So, turning the page, we'll show up tomorrow, we'll look at what we can work on from today and continue to grow from it.
Coach, you guys decided to put in Madison Stevens there late. Just want to know kind of what went into that decision. What have you seen from her in her 2 appearances this season?
Yeah, so Maddie is somebody who we know we can rely on. Earlier in the season with Quinnipiac, we were able to put her in second quarter, and she showed up and she made a big difference for us that game. So just kind of in the end of the game, sometimes you got to make a change to show a team a little something different. And Siena was going on a run, and we wanted to kind of show them something different. So we know Maddie has big presence in the cage. She's a small person with big presence, and that last save in the end was really great. And I think for the team, for her, so we're super excited to continue to be able to drop Maddie in there here and there, and she's got a bright future.
And then Caroline, last possession, you pretty much did a full loop around the offensive side of the field there. How did it feel when you finally, after the restart, got to put the ball in the back of the net and seal the win?
Yeah, no, I was definitely getting a little bit tired, but it did feel good to just seal it off knowing that the game clock was low at that point, and our defense had come up with a big stop at the end with little time, so we left them with little time to have to do that, which I think is ultimately the goal, to give them short possessions to deal with. But it definitely felt good, just overall the team being able to put one away in the fourth quarter, because I think we had been struggling a little bit before that.
Would have been really embarrassing if you missed that.
I know. I was thinking about that.
I probably
I
would have
taken myself out of the game.
Yeah.
All set, guys?
All right.
All good.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Caroline.